5. This is Smart City and Infrastructure. Smart City and Infrastructure is a live stream about current events in smart city and infrastructure, logistics, technology, items that relate to the management of information across infrastructure, physical things, the system of whatever that may be. There are multiple pieces of infrastructure, and it's such a vast way of going. It's a vast topic. There's a lot of different items, and in time, things will grow. There will be new industries that form, new jobs that form, and every day new items are forming, whether that be the use of drones in non-combat settings, the use of robots, the use of AI, changing a bit of the management style to be more intelligent, more streamlined. So we will go through various topics, and additionally, this live stream is brought to you by Zayuk Smart Property System. Zayuk is a company that provides 3D scans, reality capture inspections, dashboard infrastructure, AR, VR systems for properties. Our preliminary product was for HOAs and condos. We have various modules we found to be highly useful for other environments as well. Those include our smart contracting system, our reality capture system with 3D visualizations, our asset ledger, invoices, and vendor management across contracts, as well as work orders. So if you're a city, if you are a government agency and you need infrastructure to be managed, consider reaching out to us. So accept all cookies. This is from Yahoo Finance, SOC, Service Companies Quadrant, highlighting top performing companies, evaluates 102 companies, recognizing 14 as quadrant leaders. Comprehensive industry analysis. SOC as a service is a cybersecurity delivery model where an organization outsources its security operations center to a third-party provider. And it is a high responsibility position, organization security, 24/7 monitoring, detecting, analyzing, and responding to security threats. Driven by severe and persistent global shortage of skilled cybersecurity talent. And it's constantly evolving and increasingly sophisticated. And the reason that the first thing you get into with smart city and infrastructure is cyber is because this is where the digital meets the physical, and we've seen a lot of different hacks that significantly affect the capabilities of items and are huge costs. The pipeline hack for the US in 2020 or 2021, you have in 2015 in Ukraine a Christmas Day power outage that is believed to be induced by a hack. Stuxnet 2012 with nuclear centrifuges being hacked in a way that displayed bad data, and their operators had no idea how to respond, and therefore ended up breaking the centrifuges through responding to bad analytics, and the bad analytics were presented through a hack. That's why the first thing when you get into smart infrastructure that we read about is about cybersecurity, because it significantly affects the output. Whereas s- software only systems, when you're only dealing with bits, only dealing with information, it's a different issue. Plastic conduit market to reach 35.2 billion by 2033, driven by smart infrastructure expansion. AI is reshaping the future of plastic conduit market. Optimizes conduit manufacturing through predictive maintenance systems, that's AI, reduces production downtime by 20%, and improving quality control. Smart building integration with AI-powered cable management systems increases demand for intelligent plastic conduits. What do they mean by AI-powered cable management? 35% of new commercial buildings adopting these solutions. Machine learning algorithms enhance fire safety features in plastic conduits. AI-driven flame retardant formulations improving safety performance by 25%. Digital twin technology in conduit manufacturing enables 15% reduction in material waste. Okay, I would like to understand more about growth factors, rising construction, telecommunication infrastructure expansion, manufacturing sector growth, healthcare industry requirements, which include fire resistant adoption for electrical safety, cost effectiveness over metal alternatives. Smart building integration drives demand. And the various materials include polyvinyl chloride, high density polyethylene, polypropylene, and others. And the alternative is metal, supposedly. Okay. Plastic conduits. (4D LiDAR), smart infrastructure, traffic control, and security. What is 4D LiDAR? 4D LiDAR transforms smart infrastructure, personally identifiable information captured, meets rigorous NEMA TS2 traffic signal control standards, long range perception and durability, single box with integrated power and data over Ethernet, PoE++, fast deployment, single gigabit Ethernet cable for both power and data, FMCW 4D LiDAR provide high resolution detection, Atlas Orion, developed by AVA, or the ultra resolution technology was developed by AVA. The 4D LiDAR delivers the accuracy and clarity required to optimize infrastructure operations. This is, all right, hold on. I need to understand what is 4D LiDAR. Got it. It measures speed. It measures speed. Typically achieved through frequency modulated continuous wave technology. Detects frequency shift in reflected laser light. I'm just going to ask, what is 4D? The addition of time. That makes sense. Okay, we'll continue. High resolution detection and dynamic object tracking operates reliably in nighttime and low light conditions, outperforming camera only systems, and is unaffected by sunlight glare. And this is an interesting idea because you also have people like Elon Musk, who is, I would say, not on the majority thinking side, where he says LiDAR is, I mean, I'm going to just, what does Elon Musk say about LiDAR? Unnecessary and a crutch for achieving autonomous driving, believing that vision-based systems with cameras and advanced AI are superior and more cost-effective. They're definitely more cost-effective. Relying on LiDAR creates sensor ambiguity when it disagrees with cameras, leading to increased risk. I agree with that. The interesting thing is, I'm not sure, because we're all multi-sensor beings in the sense we see, we hear, we smell, we touch or feel, we taste. And that's really interesting because, I mean, we're bioengineered and this is human engineered. Or I guess we're organic in the sense of we're not engineered by humans. And just considering that when there's a huge difference in senses, as an unnecessary crutch, cost and complexity, I one I surely agree with, sensor ambiguity, and creates sensor contention, causes more danger, not less. And he's thinking of it particularly in autonomous vehicles where they need instant reaction. It's interesting to consider that autonomous, and the reason is, I think, because although the risk of crashing brings on possibly devastating consequences, it's a fairly simple pursuit. There's not high complexity in driving on the road. I mean, there is to a certain degree, but not it's actually probably programmable. It's fairly programmable, but intricacies in real world outside of driving, the simple context of driving on the street is, and when you bring in multiple objectives, it becomes much more complex. They have used LiDAR vision as superior. Musk's vision only approach is based on belief that advanced computer vision systems similar to human eyes can interpret the world effectively. That's very interesting to consider. And Musk's stance is controversial. And it's so, well, because Waymo integrates LiDAR and you can kind of see it. Waymo, LiDAR. It's got multiple LiDARs and they look terrible. I mean, no offense. I understand that they feel they need it, but it looks bad. And he's somewhat right, I think. And the reason he might be right, Musk, is because you look at biology, and if you want to go closer to biology, we don't have light detection. Let's just And I just asked, and my question to chat was, or this is Google Gemini, do any animals have senses close to LiDAR? They said no. Several have evolved sensory systems that use emitted signals to create a three-dimensional map of their surroundings. Echolocation, electroreception, and other sensing systems. Echolocation, arguably the closest parallel biologically, used by bats, dolphins, and some birds instead of laser light. These animals emit high-frequency sound and pulse, interpret the returning echoes to navigate and hunt. High-frequency sound pulses with their mouths. Those are bats. Analyzing time delay and intensity and frequency shifts. And then these elephanta fish, elephant nose fish. Okay. So that's it. LiDAR is a huge part of smart cities, and we just got pretty deep into sensors. But I think that's important to understand what LiDAR is. It's emitting a light and receiving it and detecting the distance, and through continually doing that around different angles, you can get the three-dimensional space. Reliably in nighttime, low light conditions. Okay. So we'll continue. The connected triangle. This is in by Raleigh, the city of Raleigh. They're trying to create the smart connected triangle, which I believe is a try. The Raleigh-Durham Chapel Hill combined statistical area is one of the fastest growing regions in the nation. Good to know. Smart Raleigh projects include Peach Road Culture Center, smart lights and Wi-Fi, Greenway Innovation Corridor, regional air quality and heat monitoring, improved waste and recycling efficiency. One moment. This is from Yahoo Finance. FSO VLC Li-Fi market growth report. Opportunities lie in integrating with 5G, expanding smart cities, and improving energy efficiency. FSO and VIC Li-Fi market. FSO is free space optics, and VLC visible light communication, Li-Fi light fidelity. Due to growing demand for high-speed wireless communications. Fueled by rising data consumption, need for high performance, and quest for alternative solutions to radio. Okay. Here's one. U.S. scooter industries injuries treated in ERs rose 80% last year. More than 15% were children, and over 18% involved the head. Increase of 300% from 2022 to 2024. pretty avoidable danger. Children 14 and younger incurred nearly 1 in 7 injuries on scooters. Scooters have been a very, I would say, probably negative. We don't see them here in San Diego. I think there are some pretty bad accidents around the city, and I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't know. Let me just Google. E-scooter San Diego. I don't see them here in San Diego anymore. I haven't seen them in a long time. Maybe they're gone, maybe they're not. I'm not too sure. City of Tequila gears up to become a smart city with Hitachi. Mexican town of Tequila, 2040, it wants to be smart city. Partnership with Hitachi. Video analytics, IoT sensors, intelligent applications. Boost opportunities for locals. Integrate, protect, and analyze data. Increase tourism. Volcanic slopes and blue agave fields surround Tequila. Huge changes in the last 2 decades. Industrial history. UNESCO heritage sites. "15 years ago, 450 people were employed in tourism. Today, it's more than 5,000. Pueblo, Mexico. Population of just 40,000 people. It's important they understand how well their town is functioning 24/7. So let's see, Hitachi. What does Hitachi do? Digital energy mobility. Okay. I don't really see anything. All right. City of Tequila. To achieve its smart city ambitions, Tequila has partnered with government organizations and IT providers as well as local companies. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada. 15 working cameras, APs, and sensors have been positioned to capture data and people. Richer experience. Small town makes a big impact. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully, everyone has a great day ahead of them and enjoyed the weekend. Monday is a day to look forward to as well as any other.